In Battleground, Washington, Judge Andrew Wheeler is holding a status hearing for Sierra Hartford, who must explain her failure to complete community service. Due to her Karen attitude, she may face contempt of court.
Sierra Hartford.
So sorry, I was trying to figure it out.
Totally fine. Can I have you state your name and date of birth, please, for the record?
Sierra Hartford, and it's 5/21/98.
Right, Ms. Hartford, just getting your paperwork pulled up here.
What was that?
I'm just getting your paperwork pulled up.
Alrighty.
So last in court back in February, aggression control level 2. You were assigned 56 hours or 7 days of work crew. You were ordered to have substantial progress by the judicial officer that day. You have done your aggression control workshop, it looks like.
Yep.
Tell me about the community service. Or
I've been doing work crew down here, and I've gotten 2 days complete.
Did we assign her work crew in a different jurisdiction?
As long as they paid the fees, don't have a contract with anybody else, she needs to provide.
So where are you doing work crew, ma'am?
Down here in Longview.
Okay. And that's for you're doing work crew for your old Battleground case in Longview?
Yes, and I had gotten permission from, I had called the court one day. I don't know exactly what day it was. I don't know who I talked to, but I had called the court and talked to somebody, gotten permission to do work crew down here. And then, yeah, I mean, I haven't had a phone call or anything since then, so.
Are you paying Cowlitz County to have you do your work crew there?
I'm not paying anybody. Like, what do you mean?
Well, generally work crew is something that's assigned in the county where your crime happens. And we don't have a relationship with any other county where a person can go and remotely do work crew. So I'm trying to figure out how you're doing work crew in another county if you're not paying that county and we don't have a relationship or a contract with that county. So I'm a little bit confused.
I've done 2 days so far and I haven't had a problem. I haven't had a talk with like anybody, the main guy. He hasn't said anything. I haven't caught his name exactly. I can give you a phone number for them if you would like.
No, it's your responsibility to provide your documentation that shows that you're doing your work crew that was assigned 7 years ago to this court.
I have the documentation and signatures and everything right here.
Well, you need to provide it to the court, ma'am, because we're not going to do this over Zoom with you showing me a picture of a document. So if you want to send that document to the Battleground court, we can provide you an email address.
I'm sorry, because the first judge that I was working with, she was a lot more lenient and understanding. So it's just a lot difficult working with you with these paperwork and all that. I didn't know that I had to do anything like that. I didn't know anything like this was going to be a problem. So yes, sure, I'll do that. But I was not known of any of this whatsoever previously to this court date.
Walking a very fine line with contempt, ma'am, especially on a case that is
I
7
understand.
years old.
I understand.
No, I don't think you do, because I am the judge. I'm not, you had
I
a pro
understand
tem
that.
judge you appeared in front of last time that allowed you to reassign things, and you chose to reassign it in a county that we don't have jurisdiction in. And so, yes, having some documentation that shows where you are doing something that you were required to do 7 years ago is something the court is asking you to do. So I can provide you an email address to send that to me.
Am I able to provide a photo of it and then email it, because you originally stated that I needed to mail the paperwork to you guys? So am I able to take a picture of it and email it to you?
Did you mail the paperwork?
I have not mailed the paperwork. As I just stated, I did not know I needed to do that before this court date.
Okay, we'll come back to your matter in a little bit. All right. So Ms. Hartford, I'm going to give you an email address that the work crew folks up in the Longview area can send your work crew compliance to.
Okay.
Do you have a pen handy for that?
Yep, I'm grabbing it right now.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
All right, the email address is court, COURT, .info, INFO, at, which is the A with the circle around it, City of BG, so CITYOFBG.org.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we'll send the paperwork, sorry, so you'll send the paperwork, or they can send the paperwork, I suppose, to that email address. And so looks like we have a total of of 7 days, and you said you have about 2 done?
Yes, correct.
And how often are you doing the work crew up there?
As often as I can, which is every Friday.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna see you back here maybe at the end of April, and it's you probably won't be all the way done, but you're gonna be closer, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, so April 24th is when I'm gonna set this to. And that's gonna be at 1:30 again, and you can appear on Zoom. The mailing address that we have is on 9th Avenue in Longview. Is that where you want your mail sent?
Yes.
Okay, we'll send the paperwork there. We'll look for that work crew information via email, okay?
Alrighty, sounds good. Anything that I should be like having, like any certain days I should have completed before then, or just like my completion sent in, basically.
Well, I mean, it sounds like from what you've told me, you're doing it about once a week. So
Yeah.
I'm setting it out a little over a month. I'm just kind of cheating on the math there. And I think you're going to be at 7 days if that's what you keep up with. So
Let me see. I'm gonna look really quick at the days exactly. I
Okay.
have, yeah, I should definitely be, my last day is the 18th.
Perfect. All right. We'll look for that information, Sierra, and keep it up. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. And that one's ready to print.